One of the things that I was never told growing up is how repetitive life can get, how much it could be the same thing over and over again, the same tasks every day, the same routine, the same commute in many cases, just more of the same, and how, frankly, it can get a little bit monotonous. One of the things that's making it even more monotonous is our algorithms. Have you ever been on Netflix and seen kind of what movies and videos are recommended for you, and it's always kind of more of the same type of thing you've always consumed? Same thing with Spotify and even YouTube. And you think, okay, you're showing me what I like, but what if I want to branch out a little bit? What if I want to try new things, be exposed to new things? See, this is something that the ambient world around us naturally does for us. You go to school and you're going to go to school with people from different backgrounds with different interests. And as a result, someone's going to tell you about a show you should try, a movie you should try, etc. The same thing could be said about working world, about anything that we really interact in person a lot more. But the algorithms, they are going to continue to just keep you in that rut. And unfortunately, that's making us less exposed to new ideas, new types of music, new types of movies and everything like that. But it's also making this feeling like the movie Groundhog Day, where every day is the same. Today is just like yesterday, and tomorrow's gonna be just like today. Every Wednesday I'm gonna go here, every Thursday I'm gonna go there. Even more intense than it needs to be. Now, I realize this isn't an issue for everyone. This is something that every single person's going to care about. Maybe you're content with that. Maybe you're happy listening to the same songs you've been listening to every day, day in and day out for years, the same genres, the same artists. But I think there's a lot to be said and a lot we can do to expand our minds by being open to new things. Also, we live in a culture right now where people are more divided than ever. And when we're only exposed to content that largely comes from the same perspective, the same point of view, we forget the fact that this is one of many point of views. Not even just two, even though, in the US we have a two-party system. Not even just five if you think about, maybe the subcategories of them. But there are hundreds, thousands of ways people can look at what's going on today and respond to it. And so if we want to really, say, cure some of these divides, become more understanding of one another, be able to talk to one another, but also not be in this rut where everything's the same talking points, the same phrases even. Maybe it's time that we try to reduce the amount of time our brain is controlled by these algorithms. When our brain is controlled by these algorithms, we are going to be in a rut. Even if it's moving us from one rut to another rut for one reason or another, it's eventually going to settle us into a different rut, and that cannot be good for our state of mind. So if you've experienced this as well, if you're tired of today being just like yesterday, if you're tired of year in and year out thinking nothing's ever changing, nothing's ever different, there's no variety, there's no adventure, there's no even excitement that comes from, oh, I don't know what's coming next, then I implore you to try to do one thing that you can control. We can't control how our work environments are set up. We can't control the overall work culture, but we can control how much time we spend addicted to social media, addicted to all attention-grabbing technologies on these platforms, giving our minds to these algorithms.